Good day, guys. Welcome to my channel. Today, we'll be talking about the CSS aspects or CSS part of front end designing. So, the CSS part of CSS stands for cascading style sheets. It is used to uh, design the interactive part of the website. It brings out the beauty of the website. It allows you to give designs and design the website to your own taste and the way you want it actually. So what you first do is that you have to create another file. Let's name our file style.css. Okay, so let's see style.css. If you are using Notepad, don't forget the extension .css. But if you are using VS Code, just come down here and save it in the extension you want to save it as. So mine is .css, so I've chosen it. So we'll just save. So what we're going to do is we create our first CSS styling. Let's say we want to change the background of the body, that is this interface on the web. Then in CSS you say body, then you choose your curly braces. You use curly braces. CSS is, you create everything in CSS in block form, and you use curly braces to separate every block from each other. So when you are designing, when you are making changes or tampering with anything in the body, you create if you check back, let's check on the HTML. You see there's a tag here called body. So when you choose body, anything you are doing, any color or any design you input in the body, it will affect every data in the body. So let's go. Let's say I choose body. Now I want to give the body a background color. Background, then okay, color. So then you end it with a colon. So which color should I choose? Let's say you are going with color blue, and you end every line with a semicolon. So when we refresh our page, nothing happens in the page yet. Why? Because we have not linked the CSS file with the HTML file. So how do we link the files together? By linking by coming here. When you are linking, make sure the file of your CSS and the file of the HTML is in the same folder. Make sure they are in the same folder, so to make the linking easy, so you just say, let's say link. So what's the name of the file? We saved it as style.css. Then you come and say style.css. You save. Now let's refresh it again. You can see the page of the website has turned to blue. Why? Because I saved the background color as blue. Let's choose yellow. Let's refresh. You can see. So this is where you make this is where you design the website in a sense that the website will be interactive. That is, the UI, the user interface of the website will be encouraging and enticing. It will call the attention of the user. So apart from that, when you are, let's say, okay, in the let's say if we have any h1 tag here, any h1 tag, no, we have no h1 tag in our code. Let's create an h1 tag. Let's see. Welcome. CSS aspect front end development. Now let's see this. Let's refresh our page. Okay, now we have the h1 tag. Welcome to the CSS aspects. Oh, I'm not canceling it, sorry. Just want to save. Of the front end development. Now let's say okay, on this website, you want this welcome to the CSS aspect of the front end development to be a different color from the ones in the background. If you can see, the tomato, pasta, groundnut, orange and apple are black, why the same thing as okay, sorry, there's a mistake, welcome, why the welcome to CSS aspect of the front end is also black. Okay, let's say you want to make it unique, you want to change the color of the header file, which is the h1. You come to the CSS aspect, you see h1, that you are referring to every h1. These are it works. Okay, let's say you have 2-3 h1s in your HTML code. So when you say h1 here, you are referring to every h1 in your HTML code. Every h1 in your HTML code. Let me create another h1 here. Another h1 tag. Okay, don't forget to indent your code so it will be making sense. Okay, so any changes you make here will affect this h1 and also this h1. Now let's try and do something. Let's say, okay, h1, curly braces, then let's give it a color. All h1, maybe we want all h1s to be red in color, then you change it to the curly braces, a semicolon, and you want the text should be in the middle. Let's say you want to put all this h1, if you can see, they are from end to end here, they are not aligned actually, so you want to justify everything to be in the middle. Then you come here, everything is just simple, as the name implies, just say text align. Okay, it has brought it already, text align, then you say center, you save it. Now let's refresh our browser. As you can see, the color of the h1 tag has turned to red and the text are now aligned to middle. Same thing goes with the paragraph tag. Let's say under this I have a paragraph tag that says the paragraph in the browser. And I save this. When you refresh, you can see I'm a paragraph in the browser. And you want to change, let's say, this font size or the color of the paragraph. Here I'll be changing the font size, the color, and the font itself. So let's say paragraph, then a curly braces as usual. If you observe very well, everything is in a block statement. This is the opening curly braces, this is the closing curly braces, the opening, the closing, the opening, the closing. Everything in CSS, just like the div tag, everything in the div tag are in block. Everything in the CSS file are also in block statements. Okay, let's say we want to change, no, let's say the color first. The color, let's change the color of the paragraph to be, let's say, blue, and end with the semicolon. When you refresh, you can see I am a paragraph in the browser, it has changed to blue. Okay, after that, let's change the font. Just say the font family, that's what you see. Then you, with your colon, as you can see, I'm using VS Code, so it's brought options of fonts that are available in the environment. So let me choose the Verdana. Okay, so here what it will be doing is it will choose anyone from them. Okay, as you can see, I think this is not available, that's why it's grayed out. So let me remove it. Let's save it and refresh. You can see, let's refresh one more time. You can see, so let's change it to Holy Sans Serif. Let's remove this Verdana. Oh, sorry, come in, let's change it to Sans Serif and save it, refresh. You can see that. So let's return it to where it is. Let's say Ctrl Z. Let's remove the sans serif and let's leave it. Let's leave the Tahoma. Sorry, the name sounds funny. And let's refresh. You can see the paragraph changes. Now let's say okay, you want to change the size of the font. That is the font size. You come here, you say, just as the name implies, you don't need to cram anything. Font size, as the name implies, the font size. Okay, you want to change the font size, you change it in pixels. So let's change it to 20 pixel, 20 px. Ctrl S and refresh. You can see it is bolder. Let's change it to 50 pixel. Ctrl S. Bigger now. So 20 pixels is too much. So let's give it just, I think 10 pixels is okay. And refresh. Oh no, 10 pixels is too small. Let me give it the 20 pixel it is. Refresh. So for that's all for today, I think. And this is just like the introduction to CSS. So in the coming videos, we'll be doing more, and I'll explain the div tag, how to reference to the classes you did in HTML, how to reference to it in the CSS, how to reference to the ID and the rest. So thank you very much, and do well to subscribe and like for more videos.